Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Goodkind and I am a good and kind chess teacher based in California. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to beat Nelson on chess.com. So it's Nelson, he's rated 1300 and he is from South Africa. And he loves to move the queen. So I'm going to go ahead and play Nelson right now, and then I'm going to go ahead and explain my moves. I'm going to go ahead and play him with the challenge mode, so no takebacks. Here we go. Okay, so Nelson says, time to let the queen come out. Okay. So I like to play the Scandinavian defense, so I'm going to go ahead and go d5. Okay, so it's really important to just get the knights and the bishops out. Nelson has a very interesting playing style of getting the queen out. Generally, moving the queen out in the opening is not a good thing because it can be attacked by the queen can be attacked by my pieces. So it's really important to ask questions such as, can I safely capture a piece? Can he safely capture a piece? So I need to really be careful about this. Nelson's queen is attacking this pawn, also this pawn. Can he safely take anything? No. So because of that, I can do a couple of things. I can take this pawn, but I also notice that I can move my knight over here to attack the queen and the pawn. So I think moving the knight here, I think this would be really good for me. And I think this would be a much stronger move if I just took the pawn. So I'm going to go ahead and then go here. Okay. So he moved the queen back, so that's good. He doesn't, he shouldn't let my knight capture his queen. So he moves the queen back. Can Nelson safely capture any pieces? Well, he is attacking this pawn. It's my turn, so I need to figure out what to do. Can I safely capture a piece? I actually can. I can actually take the pawn on e4. Other potential moves that I can do is I can also move the bishop to g4 to attack the queen. And then I also can get another piece into play. So I think it would be, but I have to be careful because if I move my bishop over here, I also, so it's really important to ask, if I move here, where is my opponent going to deal? Okay, so I want to consider bishop to g4 to attack the queen, but where is he going to go? I notice that he can go queen to b3, and notice that my pawn is being attacked right now. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just take this pawn. He needs to move his queen, and then he goes there. Okay, that's great. So we won a pawn, or that's what I think. He can't just take it. So what I want to do is I want to just continue to get the knights and the bishops out. I want to get this bishop out. So I could go pawn to c6 if I wanted to. To be on the safer side, but I can also go bishop to f5 too. So I also notice, like, if bishop, well, I think bishop to f5, I think this would be okay, but this pawn hangs. But I think it should be okay right now. Okay. So he moved this bishop here. Notice that the bishop is checking the king. We need to find a way to get out of check. And there's a couple ways we can. We can move this knight here. We can move this knight here. We can also move this bishop. We can also move this pawn here. Many ways. But we want to gain a tempo. So I want to move my pawn to e6 to get out of the check, because if I do this, then he should move this bishop, right? If I move this knight here, then it pins, the bishop would be pinning the knight to the king right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go pawn to c6 to attack the bishop. Okay, so he moved the bishop back to e2. It is my move. And again, can he safely capture any pieces? No. Can I safely capture any pieces? No. So guess what? I want to just continue to get the knights and the bishops out. So I'm going to go ahead and move the knight over here. It's really important to move the knight toward the center. Okay, so he moved this queen over here. And again, it's really important to ask questions. One question is, why did he move this queen here? Can he safely capture a piece? The queen can safely capture this bishop right now. I also noticed that this pawn is protected by this bishop, so we don't have to worry about the pawn, but we do have to worry about this bishop. So we have a couple of options. I can move the bishop back, or maybe I can move the pawn to e6 too. I am thinking that I'm going to go ahead and just move the, well, yeah, let's just move this pawn here. Because if we move this pawn here, it's protecting this bishop, and then now this bishop can get out. So why not? Okay. So again, we want to pay attention. Why did he move this pawn here? Ask, can he safely can my opponent safely capture a piece? His pawn right now, it's attacking this bishop. That means we should move this bishop. I don't want to lose it right now. So that's because again, it's not safe to capture this pawn because the bishop and the queen are protecting it, and I only have one defender right now. So I'm going to go ahead and move the bishop back here. Okay, and then let's pay attention right now. He moved this pawn here. Why did he go here? Oh, it's attacking my knight. Should we do something about it? Of course we do. We don't want to lose a knight for a pawn. Let's move the pawn knight. Also just notice my bishop is still protecting the pawn on e4, so that's good. Let's move the knight toward the center. So I'm going to go ahead and move here, and it's attacking the queen. Okay. So he moved this queen here, and it's our turn. So now I'm trying to figure out what to do now. It would be really I noticed I haven't gotten my bishop out. Notice that he's moved his queen out, but notice he hasn't gotten the knights and the bishops out right now. So I believe I'm in a better position right now, and I do like my pawn in the center. So that's really, really good. I really want to move the bishop to d6 to continue to attack the queen, but if I move the bishop to d6, that's not safe. But I also noticed that if I move the knight, then on the next move, then I can move my bishop here. And then the queen would be protecting the bishop, and it would be attacking the queen. I think that would be nice. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and move the knight over here, and then I can move the bishop to d6. So let's do that. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he's being aggressive right now with his pawns. He's going here. I am trying to figure out why he moved here. I think he moved here because maybe he wants to push this pawn here to attack my knight. Again, it's important to get the knights and the bishops out. So I am thinking that let's continue with the plan. Let's move the bishop to d6. And when the bishop is on d6, notice that it's attacking my queen. I'll say it'll be attacking Nelson's queen. So that would be really good. So let's see what he does. Okay, so he goes there. How interesting. And can he safely capture any pieces? No. He's attacking this pawn and this pawn, but these two pawns are protected right now. And the question now becomes, can we safely capture a piece? Yes, it's really important to pay attention to what you can safely attack. I notice that my queen can safely take this pawn. So I was thinking, okay, sure, I think that would be nice. Let's go ahead and do that. I also need to just consider, if I take this pawn, then maybe he wants to move this pawn here to attack the knight. But if that's the case, then I can always just move the knight back to d7, and then I'm fine right now. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just take this pawn. He could also notice when I move this queen. Also, when I move this queen here, notice that it is on the same diagonal as the pawn and bishop. But if he has any bright ideas of moving this pawn here, then my queen can take the bishop. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just take this pawn. Okay, so I was right. He did move the pawn to A5 is attacking the knight. So again, before each move, you need to ask, can my opponent safely capture a piece? If I move here, where is my opponent gonna deal? Okay, I have to move my knight. Obviously, I cannot move my knight over here or here because it's not safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move my knight here. Or, yeah, let's go here. Okay. And then he's being aggressive right now with this pawn. I really want to move this pawn, so I need to do something. I don't want him to just take it. That would suck. So the question is, should I take the pawn? Should I move the pawn up? Or should I move it up 2 spaces? I do not want to take the pawn, because if he did that, then it gets the rook and this bishop into the game. So I'm going to go ahead and just move the pawn here. Well, this is interesting. So he moved here, and then he's offering a queen trade. And that's really interesting because Nelson really likes to use his queen. How interesting is that? Should I trade queens? Actually, I need to do something about my queen because my queen is not protected right now. So I was thinking, part of me doesn't want to trade queens because this queen is in a really bad place anyway. So you know what? I don't want to trade queens right now because if that happens, well, I mean, I think trading queens, I think it might be okay, but I want to continue to attack the queen with my other pieces. So I'm thinking that maybe I could just move the queen over to f6. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Okay. So he moved this knight here. Always ask, can he safely capture any pieces? He is threatening to capture this pawn. So I need to do something about it. So I was thinking, should I move my queen over here? That just seems kind of off, but I need to do something about it right now. Okay, I mean, there's a couple options I can do. I mean, I could take the knight. I can also, can I move the knight over here to attack the queen? Oh no, because if the knight takes, that wouldn't be good right now. What happens if I move the queen over to e5? Let's do that. Let's see what he does. Because now the queen... Oh, okay. Okay, so he takes the knight. I need to do something about it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the knight with the queen right now. Okay. Okay. So he goes there. And then I want to do something about this. I want to be aggressive right now. So I can move my bishop here to attack the rook. I think that would be good. Okay, sure. Why not? Okay, so notice that he is being really aggressive again with his pawns. I need to do something about this queen again. So let's go ahead and Let's go ahead and move this queen. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just move the, well, I can maybe move the queen over to d6, or I can also move the queen to d4. Maybe I can get aggressive and then, no, I'm gonna go ahead and just, well, or should I go here? No, it's just I'm trying to figure out things out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just move my queen here. I don't know if that's the best move. Okay, so he moved the rook over here. I'm definitely gonna be I'm gonna continue to attack. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and then move my knight here to attack the queen. Okay, queen goes here. That's fine. And then I still really like my pawn here, and I notice that I still like my position right now. I think right now I feel like I can just castle right now. I think that would be good right now. So this pawn is really awesome right now because it's in the center right now. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? We can just castle right now. Okay. Bishop goes here. Notice that it's always really important to ask what is my opponent attacking. The bishop's attacking this queen. Again, always ask if I move here, where is my opponent gonna do? The bishop, if I do move the queen, then the bishop can take my rook right now, and then that would not be good. The only move that good move is to move this pawn here, to protect the queen. Okay, and then he takes my pawn, and that's not a good trade. Again, it's really important to know about the value of the pieces. The pawn is worth 1 point, and then the bishop is worth 3. So that's not a good trade. Taking my pawn is not a good trade. I am going to go ahead and take the bishop with my queen, and the reason why I'm going to do that is because pawns like to be together, so I'm going to go ahead and just take the bishop with my queen. Okay, so the knight goes there, and it's my move. What am I going to do now? I was thinking... maybe I can get my rook into play. I think that would be good. So why don't we move... let's move this rook over to d8 so we can attack this pawn. I can't safely take any pieces. So okay, I'll go here. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing again, is the queen right here. Again, can the queen safely capture a piece? No. But we still have to be careful right now because now since queen is attacking my bishop right now, and notice that it's on the same line as this queen, I want to continue to attack now since queen. So I'm going to go ahead and move my pawn here. Okay, so he goes there. That's perfectly fine. And then it is my move, and I need to figure out where to move. Okay, so he's attacking my queen again. Should I trade queens? I don't really want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my. I don't want to trade queens right now because I feel like I'm in a better position right now, and I am controlling the center. I feel that if I trade queens, I would lose the initiative. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Okay. So he goes back over there. That's okay. And then I need to somehow attack right now. So I was thinking maybe I can double up my rugs. Or you know what we can do is we can continue to harass the queen again. You know, I actually like that idea. Yeah, why not? Why don't we just move the knight here and then it's attacking the queen again? Yeah, why not? Okay, let's go here. If bishop takes, that's okay because we're gonna go ahead and take it back with the bishop. And then he decides to castle. Okay, that's okay. And what I want to do now is notice that these white squares, they are weak and I have a strong bishop right now. So I'm going to go ahead and move my bishop over here so it can control these two squares next to the king. I think this would be a good move. Okay. So he is attacking. Of course, it's really important to ask, if I move here, where is my opponent gonna do? And I noticed that if my pawn takes, then he can take my bishop, and then that wouldn't be good. I really like my bishop here, so what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and move my pawn here. The idea is if pawn if I move the pawn here, if pawn goes here, then I can take then my pawn on f5 can take that pawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Okay. So he goes there. It's really, again, really important to ask questions. Why did he move this knight here? Can he safely capture any pieces? And the answer is yes, he can. He can safely take this pawn on e6, and if the knight does go here, then it would be forking. That would be it would be a knight fork. So I really need to do something about that. So what should I do? Let's move. I need to do something about this. So let's go ahead. And it's always really important. You have to pay attention. If I move here, where is he gonna go? I'm gonna go ahead and move my rook over to f6. I think that would be good because it's protecting the pawn. And I also noticed the queen and the king are on the same line, so I think this would be good. I'll go here. Okay, so again, it's really important to ask, what is he doing? Notice that he moved this pawn here. The pawn is attacking the queen, so I need to do something about that. Let's move the queen. Okay, but again, it's like, if ask the question, if I move here, where is my opponent gonna deal? Okay, so I'm thinking about I'm just gonna go ahead and just move my queen here. I think this is okay. Okay, so he moved the pawn here, and then that's perfectly fine. And then I'm thinking I want to move my queen back here, and then the idea is I want to kick this knight out by moving my pawn forward right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go here. Okay. So he takes my pawn. I don't want to take the pawn with my bishop, because if he did that, well, actually, no, he can't even move this pawn here, but I want to take it with the pawn. Yeah, because because I really like my bishop right now. So, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take it back with the pawn. Okay, so he moves this rook here, and now it's like, okay, what do we do? You want to move it and make a threat. I want to move my rook over to g3, because if I did that, it would be attacking the queen, and it would be also a pin. But also notice that but I can't move my rook over to g6 right now because of this knight right now. So let's kick this knight out by moving this pawn here. Okay, so he moved the knight here, and guess what we can do? We can move this rook here, and it's pinning the queen to the king. So this is fantastic. Yep. Oh my gosh, she is getting tricky. Wow. Consider all checks. Okay, so he decided to go there. That's really interesting. Okay, so you know what? I am gonna go ahead and just take this. So this is really interesting because right now the knight is attacking the rook and the king right now. And notice the queen, it is the queen's attacking this rook right now. But notice my queen's protecting the rook. But if I take the knight, then the queen can take the rook. But also notice now, but then the queen can take the rook. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it. That was really interesting. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take the rook. He can check right here, but he really doesn't have anything. Okay, and then I see that he can just check me, but it's no big deal because I'm just gonna go ahead and just move the king here. Okay. So So he moves the queen here. Notice that it's also attacking this pawn too. And this pawn is not defended. And in this position, I could move the rook over to a8 to protect the pawn, but I also notice that his king is really, really exposed right now. So I want to just go after this king. I don't care about this pawn right now on a7 right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and move the queen over to d6, and then I am thinking ahead. If the queen does take the pawn on a6, then my queen can go to g6. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, and then I think he moved the pawn here, so his king can get more space. That makes sense. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna continue to attack him. And again, I don't want to trade queens right now. I have this rook here, so I'm gonna go ahead and move the rook over to f8 to attack the queen. Okay, and he's getting he's trying to get fancy right now. Again, I don't want to trade queens because I am in an attacking position right now. If you're in an attacking position, you want to you want the queens to be on the board as your queen, right? So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just take let's just keep it simple. I'm gonna go ahead and take this pawn with this bishop right now. And notice that my queen is still protecting this rook. Okay. And then he finally takes my rook. I'm in check. Always ask, can I safely capture piece? Yes, I can definitely just take the queen. Okay, and he moved this pawn here. And I can take this pawn with the bishop if I wanted to, but I really want to just go after this king because notice this bishop, it is controlling g2 and h1. In this position, you want to move the queen as close as possible to the king. We want to get this queen over to g2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move the queen to f4. Okay, so he moves this rook here and he wants to have more space. Again, we want to move our queen as close as possible to this king. So I'm going to go ahead and go here to g4. And then he goes here. And then again, we want to move the queen as close as possible. So we're going to go here, and then this is checkmate. And that's how you beat Nelson. Let me know what you thought about this video by commenting below. And if you like watching my videos, please subscribe to my channel. I upload a new video every Wednesday. And if you want me to do a video about a certain topic, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching.